Hello and welcome back to Dice Dropping's Song of Fire and Ice role-playing game. We are, of course, playing Green Ronin's Song of Fire and Ice tabletop game, Game of Thrones edition. I know there's an older one, but we're using the newest one, Game of Thrones. Welcome back, everyone. Everyone's excited? Yeah?
Yes!
That's right. Show you excited. So I hope you guys liked the first episode. We already had a bit of drama when the Game of Thrones without it. As the House Weirlight has received a mission from their liege lord, Mace Tyrell, to settle a problem on behalf of him. Now, this puts, of course, a lot of pressure on the house. And there is a good amount at stake. Not the world, but enough. I hope you come in and join us. So, all my players are doing good? Everyone had good weeks?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Doing okay?
Can't complain.
How you doing?
Life.
It's life, yeah.
Life.
It's been a week. It's just been a week, you know?
Yeah, no, we had some other stuff going down. But I'm definitely excited to sort of get back into this. So, if you remember, last time we left off, everybody, all of our 7 characters here, were in the small council meeting. The only 2 people there, I believe, in attendance that weren't our player characters is your Castellan, Nero Black, and, of course, your Master-at-Arms, Sir Cedric Asterwood. Who we did briefly mention is Clarissa's cousin. Mm-hmm. So we were discussing how to move forward, as some very keen roles from a lot of people at the table. Vivienne knows intimately the details of how House Dulver works. Clarissa has marriage ties to House Tullison, the other house at work here. It did definitely seem like Dulver is the one where all the mysteries surrounding. Tullison, right, is like the target here, right? So whether they know or not is still up for debate. But Dulver's intentions are still unknown. I think if you all remember, the Dulver seemingly have some kind of inkling on Tullison lands. There's some word of war or expansion or something. No one's really sure. But I hope you guys are ready to deal with it. Now, of course, it kind of sounds like you guys, regardless, will be right. House Weirlight, your Castellan, Nero Black, assuages all of you that the house will be taken care of in your absence. Mm-hmm. It's one of his jobs. If not the steward, then the Castellan basically is taken over, and he's happy to do it. And of course, Cedric's ready to do whatever you guys ask of him. So what is the plan? And now when I ask what is the plan, I sort of mean in what order do you guys want to do?
Well, I would at once like to ask Clarissa and Thorsten what it is that we could actually use, because Lord Dover's not going to let us in his house without us actually paying for something. So anything that we would need to bolster our house, justify spending that much money.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for being on the same wavelength.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Clarissa, you could give me a, let's see here, it'd be like a stewardship role to just know what your house could need.
Sure.
You can be aided by you rolled 15.
You could just
succeed.
Yeah.
Rocket!
Great. You can always do that.
In order to really maximize the effect of it, I was gonna, but you just rolled. That's fine. there was no target number, but just the higher increment of 3, because that's how difficulties are run, by increments of 3, the like better result you'll get. Yeah. So
5 degrees.
yeah. So technically, right, 5 degrees of success. So yeah, Clarissa, the Dolvers, while famous for mining copper and tin, a thing that Harold Dolver himself has basically come to in bulk and has had his people become very good at is sheep herding. So you guys always need more basically fleece, because it's used in a numerous amount of things. And while there's tons of sheep in the Reach, the people who supply a good amount of the sheep are allies with often necessarily in your favor. And so fleece from another source could be very beneficial at this time. However, that might be one of the most beneficial. You still can get sheep at just a different price. Other places, however, copper is used in a ton of stuff. So copper as well. So both of those seem very good to you. Did I freeze? Oh, of course I did.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh darn it. Well,
for John.
yeah, right. All right, we'll see if I can fix it in a bit. But so anywho, yeah. So it sounds like fleece or copper both sound very good in this situation.
Sure. She will relay that to the lady.
Wonderful. So, still summer. Let's go with the Let's go with copper for now.
Copper.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We could even use the fleece to sweeten the deal in the long run.
Yeah, if there's you can
negotiate.
you have that in your wheelhouse in case things go bad.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
How would things go bad, though?
Well, so Dover,
I would just look at you.
Lord Dover is he didn't get his wealth by just gifting away things people want from him. So.
Would it also be possible to stop by our grandparents to see if there are any rumors in the Westerlands?
Well,
They are on the way.
Along.
I suppose it is possible.
You know, it's been a while since we've seen them, and so...
It's not been that long, actually.
Okay.
I'm just trying to ramp it up.
So I can tell you some details.
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely, but unfortunately, in proper duty and resolve, I will say stopping by your grandparents is a month's stay. Because it's the grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
We can't just pop in, say hi.
You can. It's super rude.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It was a
On the
good
way
idea,
back.
though.
On the way
Maybe.
back.
Oh, God.
Well, I mean, we could, yeah.
Slightly, just kind of more a technical question than Tony.
Sure, absolutely.
It's traditionally when we travel, who comes with us? It's would we also be bringing Garrick, Tisea, and Valana?
I don't know. That's not my business. That's y'all business.
Well,
it's probably not a good idea. Baby.
Yeah, it's I've
that's
figured
really
that.
rough, and the world is rough. If you want, Valana's one, so it's probably a good idea to leave her at the castle. She got tons of nursemaids. It's really the parents' call whether Garrick or Tisea would come with you guys.
Okay, because I was also trying to figure out obviously we want David to come with us. So it would be traditional we would bring our maester with us.
Oh hell yeah!
Right?
Okay.
Oh God, yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, you
I'm
guys,
just-
you 7 have been given the mission. It would make sense for all.
Okay. So it makes sense for all of us to go in this
Yeah.
room at least.
Yeah. So now there is a way you can travel wise, right? If you're like, we're going north, you can stop by. You can stop by at your parents' a week. However, they are out of the way towards the Dolvers. They're on the wrong side of the mountain range, essentially. You can always now. I know you probably want to try and get some deets from them.
Mhm.
I can tell you, if I remember from what Serena and I talked about, yeah, I mean, I'll just be nice. I'll just be nice. Yeah, Serena, Vivian, you would know your parents don't understand or even understand what gossip is. Like, they do not get involved with it. They believe talking behind other people's backs is very rude and not very 7 is, of course, it's a sin. You know, I think it's just slander someone.
Slander someone. Yes, if
it's
you
very
have
rude.
if you have issues with someone, you bring it to their face.
Yeah. And also, while your family, when you were a child, like much younger, that your family and the Dolvers were pretty okay. You would know of recent late because of your. Well, this is something I think I don't added in the last time I rewatched it. It's in my notes, and I totally forgot it last time. They are not friends anymore. It is because specifically of something Harold Dolver said, which was, the 7 have no place at my business table. If they do, they can sell me some sheep.
That would
Yeah. However, you know of recent late, he is definitely like that is. It's not like out of characteristic from him. You never pictured him to be a religious man. The fact that he just like said the 7 are bitches and I don't care about them was just like
my father was immediately irate.
Oh yeah, no, he's just like no,
Okay.
refuse.
I could always send a missive to my mother, see if she knows anything that might help us. But again, it takes time, my lady. I'm not.
You can also, of course, if you are going to go visit it is polite to send a raven ahead.
I was going to say, Thorsten, can you send a raven
course.
to Lord Dover arrival?
Yeah. So what does the raven say?
Is that some newfangled song like "What Does the Fox Say"?
Caw.
The raven.
I couldn't help it.
And it's fine. Yeah. So what does the message say? What are you saying? What's your gabbing? What's the beak? You don't have to say exactly. You can just be like, well, something to the effect.
I'd say along the effects of, we are coming to visit. We would like to purchase some things from you. Please expect our arrival.
I'm guessing it says maybe specifically.
Yeah.
Like, looking to, they said
Get some
copper and
copper
others, and
and
can be persuaded to buy other things.
Yes.
Happy. All right. Yeah. So if you want to be the one to craft that one there, my dude, let's give that a roll to see how excited he is for you guys showing up.
Could I also
Thorsten.
possibly aid with my language?
Yeah, I mean, if you want, yeah, absolutely. So if you want him to just dictate,
Or perhaps my persuasion, which I am significantly...
well, yeah. So if Thorsten's right, right, I'm gonna say there's a couple things. Language, you got a pretty good language there, Thorsten.
I got a 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a charm of 4. I can be very charming
You
in
did.
the letter.
You did. I would say this is more. I think this is more convince or negotiate.
Okay, I got
Probably convince because of the situation.
Okay, I will roll my convince.
Yeah, so why don't you roll convinced? 13, yeah. All right. That's pretty dang good. That's a success, I will say. So yeah. you feel like it's crafted well, and you send it off. Now, family, sweet House Weirlight.
Yes.
Is there any plans to visit the Tullisons at any?
They
There are, but I would say, like, let's keep it open first, because if we're able to take care of it just by going to
Dover.
The
Yeah.
Delvers?
we can do this
Yeah,
in one thing,
I agree
one
with that.
shop. Then yeah,
Tullisons.
Yeah, like you would probably visit.
we should
the
be
Tullisons-
flexible with that. I think.
Yeah, I mean, also from the Dolvers' house, it's a pretty short ride. Well, you know,
gonna
like
ask that.
Westeros standards, a couple days,
I
but to their place.
Yeah,
And
I would almost say if we decide to send if Clarissa ends up sending a raven to her mother, it's like maybe see the response, and that would definitely help cement it. But we can keep it an open option, but not necessarily
Mhm.
cement it.
yeah, I get you. Yeah, so if you want to send your mother, that's the so you can it'll be pretty quick because you know the Asterwood lands aren't that far from the Weirlights, you know, pretty close. They're touching, so yeah. Also, I also believe I misspoke earlier last session of where the Danets are.
I don't think you told us last time where they were.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm
You
glad.
you only
Yes,
implied a
actually.
day, like a 24-hour-ish trip
Mhm.
It
thing.
was like a full
It's
day, but it
actually
wasn't
a
that
lot
far.
farther. It's actually
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
they're actually around. If you guys look, kind of southeast of Silverhall. They're around. Yeah, they're like around here.
That is far.
Oh no.
Oh God. What did I do? Oh my God.
Yeah,
It's
you
been like a day's
you sent
ride.
your bro on a
God damn
pretty
it.
big trick.
God damn it.
So,
However, he is a lone rider.
Hmm.
He's going to get there if he's riding. It's a lot quicker than like the family as a procession. Like
Yeah.
move it right. Like it's
Even
it
so-
quadruples,
Yes.
if not quintuples the amount of time. Right.
Yes.
okay, so
We'll see. We'll there 4 sessions.
God.
Yeah.
We might
So
see him on the way back as
Okay.
we're getting there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. all the
so
way
guys,
back.
so the plan is to head to the Dole, and if the information gathering is rough, head over to the Tullisons, see what they say.
Yeah.
And then Bub's your uncle. All right. So you all state this in the small council. Anyone else want
Yes.
to bring anything else up?
probably not in the small council, but I would probably want to talk to Vivian and Clarissa aside regarding when the Tyrells
Alright.
leave.
Well, how about we stick to the small
Yeah, that's
council
cool.
right now? Anyone else?
I think
Nothing else that I can think of.
All right, cool. So the plan is go to the Dulvers. Through schmoozing, find out what's going on.
Mhm.
If a wall is hit or something, then, or if more information needs clarified, head over to the Tullus, see what's what.
Correct.
All righty. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I will say though that Nero does suggest it might be good for one person to maybe go talk to the Tullisons because, two sides to every story.
Yeah.
You could get all the information from one group, but it might be completely incorrect because the other group knows something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's very
I
true.
am
In my
particular
days,
interest.
in my days of diplomacy, that's what I always found. One man will sing his song and he might sing it real fine, but might find out some lyrics are missing because the other man's got them.
Mm-hmm.
That metaphor didn't get away from me, did it?
Oh no, we got it.
No,
Oh, good.
you spoke very eloquently.
Oh, thank you so much. He just kind of squints his one good eye.
I do have special interest here, my lady. If you'd like, I can.
By all means, this is a familiar connection with you. I wouldn't mind at all if you went to go speak. see if there are more sides to this story.
Perfect. It will be done then.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, cool.
General plans achieved.
General plans achieved.
It's
And the
achievement
second we set
unlocked.
out toward them, everything's gonna fall apart.
Everything's just
Probably. That's what
Oh,
happens to
boy.
plans.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Usually.
But
All right.
Mm.
So,
As long as we know that, we'll be fine.
of course. All right. So it's gonna take some time to. I will ask. This is a specific. So Tedric.
Yes.
This is a mission, obviously given Mace, so you probably don't want to involve a ton of other people, right? Your trusted counsel. That's about it. So who do you want to bring with you to the Dulvers? Vivian, of course, you can be a part of this conversation. You are the Lord and Lady House. It is sort of your say. You, in your wisdom, can also ask other people for their opinions. Cedric, of course, like basically states like you need to take a contingent of riders with you. Like roads are dangerous.
Roads are dangerous.
I was thinking that.
Like probably not large, small to continue. I'd say 6.
Very good. So 6 riders. Of course, us 7.
Mm-hmm. Milady, do you need any probably a maid?
Yes, that'll do. One should be fine for myself.
You could have your most.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yes, your most trusted maid, which is Jennifer Stalton of House Stalton.
Understood.
Yep. She has fiery red hair and a button nose.
Aw.
Yeah, she looks much younger than she actually is. Jennifer is about 17. You swear she was like 13. Save for her fairly comely body, but she is House Stalton is not of the Reach. They're from actually the borderlands between the Reach Stormlands and the Eyrie.
Oh, okay.
They're basically on the northern edge of the of one of the branches of the Trident, kind of near well, it's hard to say, but they're smaller. But yeah, she's an Eyrie girl, but she's been here for like 5 years, so.
All right.
Okie dokie. Doop. All right, cool. So, anyone want to bring? Anyone think they should
Anyone want to what? You cut
So
out.
you cut out.
bring anything else? Anyone else? Tedric, do you need your cupbearer?
My what?
Your cup
Your cupbearer. It's generally a small boy who brings you and holds your wine when it's really common in like war camps.
Okay.
Because you're a lord, you can't get your own wine. You're fighting battles. You're doing shit. So you got a little boy who's waiting basically with a pitcher of like wine in a cup and just waiting to give you shit.
Yes, I suppose I'll bring my cupbearer.
Oh, you bring your cupbearer.
Oh my god.
All right, you are. Yep. All right, you're bringing Kyle flowers.
Yes.
An adorable little bastard
Oh
boy.
my god.
Mhm.
Yes.
He's the best cupbearer I've ever had.
Mhm. Yep, he's actually one of your men. Galen. Galen, he's one of your veterans cavalry. It's his bastard that he actually got. He got him in the war.
Okay.
The recent war?
Yep.
I don't know. This one. Okay.
Yep. He's 8.
Joy of joys.
He's pretty good. Doesn't talk much, but he's very attentive.
Oh.
Predicting exactly what I need when
Yeah,
I need it.
he's the only cupbearer you've ever had who hands you a towel.
Whoa.
Next level.
Next level.
Yeah. He's going places.
Kyle Flowers.
I'm
Give
guessing.
me 1 moment. I will be right back.
Sure.
It's like, what would Vivian and I for this scenario like basically share a maid?
No, you have your own. You want to bring your
Okay.
maiden? I've been making people up. Hey, Aaron.
Ha! You get a maid.
I want to
You
get
get
into
a maid.
this habit right now. Aaron, what's the name of one of the handmaidens you decide to bring with you? Obviously, you're not telling your handmaidens what's really going on. We're doing some business. We want to go. Who's this handmaiden?
Oh, God. Well, I'm assuming, considering my station, no offense to any flowers, but it probably wouldn't be a flower.
Probably not. That you kind of never see that actually.
Yeah.
Cupbearers, they're hit and miss, but a handmaiden for a lady, that's rude. That's almost like if you show up with a bastard handmaiden.
Yeah, exactly.
That's sort of like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Have you no taste?
We don't want to be those people, okay?
Yeah, no, we don't be those people.
No names are coming to mind.
Just a first name.
No, exactly. I am immediately jumping to like player characters of games that I run, and I'm like, no, they do not get to enter because those are like way too like
Name her
modern
after-
games.
Name her after Bailey's cat.
Oh, why don't I? Constance.
There you go.
Perfect. Constance. We're gonna say she's Constance Meadowfall. A small. She's very good at what she does.
Okay.
I think between the two of you, she's the top.
Probably.
As in, she talks more than Mariella does. I'm not saying she's better at acting than you, but she talks a lot. Not to an annoying degree, but to a kind of a degree where, you know, those friend groups, and there's one who, when someone says something to the friend group or happens around the friend group, there's always one that makes a comment. That's her. Or a witty remark or something like that.
Yep.
Constance Meadowfall. If any of you forget any of the names these will be the ones who assassinate you.
Damn it,
I've been writing them down. I had like a master list of episode 1. There were like 20.
If it is your NPC, write it down.
Oh.
Because then you can use those against me later. Because if you won't remember, I will use it against.
There, I left deliberate space on my notebook for names.
Perfect. Good. That's broke up wrong. So it's going to take a good amount of time to organize. You have basically when May says, "I need this done quick," that means within like, you know,
A month.
the year.
Oh.
It's a medieval setting. Like you need like probably 6 months would be better. So you have time.
Shit takes a long time. Yeah,
it's going
fair.
to take about 2 weeks of preparation because you need to like get everything in house settled. If you guys were a much smaller house, you could probably leave in 2 days. But you guys have a lot going on. You are a very big house. You have a lot of things. Kind of make sure everything's okay. Clarissa, half that time is you talking to me. making sure he knows everything, like a overprotective parent leads child.
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely obsessive.
Yeah.
Nero, while much older than you, in his has always respected you and never given you any well, I'm a man and you're a woman kind of bit. The Weirlights know how to pick their people. He's very nods, very respectful. He goes, "I've got it. Don't you worry." Like, understood. Like he also makes small jokes of like, "I'll die on it." It was just like, haha, because he has one eye.
Oh, hilarious.
It's nice
Yeah,
to know he can make light
Nero
of
very
it.
much feels, I think, to the servants of the group, like very much like nice grandpa. Like he's very sweet. However, Tedric and Nymora, the other side of him, which is him just straight murdering fools and opening their stomachs up. Yep.
Always a little bit weird to see him interact with people other than us because we're so different.
Yep. Yeah, so he definitely, you feel he's going to take a good job. Technically, he was running things before there. So he's like, the castle wasn't on fire when you got here. It'll be on fire when you get
Once you've seen a man split another man open from sternum to belly, things change.
Very much so, Number. Now, Cedric, Sir Cedric, asks, of course, Lord Tedric, do you need me to accompany you?
I feel it would be better if you stayed here at the castle, in case things go poorly.
Your will be done, my lord. Yeah, and he gladly stays. Yeah, you're fairly certain if someone had the fucking gall to attack the Olden Hall, they would have both Sir Cedric and Nero Black defending your walls. You feel very confident leaving your people here.
Yeah.
Your force is fairly good here. Of course, you have to, Tedric, part of this is you have to contact Lord Aldrich, your bannerman, saying that you will be leaving the area. So, of course, be vigilant in case you're needed to defend the keep while he's away. While you're away, you of course have wait enough time where you will get a raven back from him, basically stating like he is honored to do his duty, and if this is the last words, then he was happy to die on the field for you.
Yes.
By the way, that is Clarissa's father.
I love him.
Must he always be so obsessive?
Yeah, he's a very. You remember, he's a very man.
It's a bit much.
And he
going
is
on there.
very loyal
Dedicated
to you.
is not quite enough to describe him.
It's true. If given the chance, he would step in front of a blade for you, and then like choke that man to death while he dies.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Shake it like a maraca.
Yeah.
He's very loyal to to House.
Oh, goodness.
You don't know if he would be able to have the agility, like mid-60s, but he's a good man.
But he would do it.
He would do it. So, in the 2 weeks preparation, I know, Mariella, you wanted to have a word with Vivian and Clarissa.
Yeah, the main thing that I wanted to like kind of run by them, specifically like immediately after the small council thing, would be it's like, would we want to send like anything with the Tyrells, kind of like a nice favor and like help ingratiate ourselves to them?
Nice gift basket.
It's like hopefully this will help alleviate some of the weariness of your journey. It's like give them an arbor red or whatever.
That's a really great question, Mariella. So yes, there is a reach tradition. You send them off with a basket of your best crop, essentially.
Awesome.
So for you guys, poppies. You guys basically get a basket of your finest poppies to send with.
I give you flowers.
Aw.
Milk of the poppy.
I mean, that's what they're going to use it for, but
Milk poppy too. Well,
I'll even throw in a
he's
cask
amazing.
of Arbor Red.
yeah, Yeah, I mean, he appreciates it. Yeah, cat, no cask. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely appreciates it. Yeah, the Tyrells are basically not that talkative anymore, and are like, okay, bye.
I figured
for
we were
doing
gonna
what
kind
they
of
wanted, so they're like,
redirect, but
okay,
it's like,
now.
Yeah.
is that a thing? Like, shouldn't we do that thing? It's like give them nice stuff.
Yeah,
We'll
and then
read it
visiting you
ourselves.
already.
Yep.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Well, great. So we're gonna have some time for you to tell me if you guys want. But near the end of it, I will just do right now. So during that 2 weeks, Cedric comes to Henrik and asks if he's seen Felix.
I knew this was happening a week from there. Yeah.
Love it.
Excited.
Coronavirus.
I did.
See how
I
this
did.
works.
Can't find that boy anywhere. It's not like him. You see him,
No,
Henrik?
yeah, no, sorry, Cedric, that was my bad. I asked him to do something for me. And question, Tony, there's a town near us, right? Like by the sea between us and the arbor, right?
Yeah, there's Redport, which is the town your father owned.
I'll tell him that
Mhm.
I asked him to go to Redport for me because I couldn't go myself because, Tyrells are here and I had to be with mother and father. And he was a great friend. He offered to do it for me. So I'm sorry I didn't tell you, but it was my fault.
It's
I
all
asked
right,
him
my
to do
lord.
that.
No, my lord, you're the heir of House Weirlight. You think what you wish is done. It's completely fine. I just horse isn't looking too good, and I need him to brush it. Whatever you ask for, I'm sure is more important. He does stare at you when he says that.
Yeah.
I also am going to need you to make a deception roll.
On it.
However, you do get this, 2 bonus dice.
What?
Yeah, because he's your servant, and he sort of can't call you a liar.
Is this yeah.
It's just reading to see if he knows.
Yeah. Is this like a bluff check?
Yeah, basically.
I already had next one, but I'll got 2 more. Rad. Here we go.
See, you're gonna have to beat his passive.
That was not great.
Yeah. You're gonna have to beat his passive will. Hold on, let me see Cedric.
Damn it. One time. Good.
That is his passive will exactly. It's 12.
Oh, God damn it. So is that okay?
Yeah, you done it. It's a success.
Ooh.
So he's
Panic.
he's just like, right, Will, have a good day, my lord. And he just,
Thank you. Yes.
You're like-
couple of.
you got away
Yeah.
with it.
Ooh. Okay, yeah.
So near the end of the 2 weeks, though, as you continue to just sort of make excuses like he's not, Felix does show up, and immediately you see him. You're in the yard. You see him, and he nearly falls off.
Go grab.
His horse is foaming. You think he's been riding it really hard. You see there are blood marks near the back heels of the horse, like he's been kicking
God.
Poor fucking horse.
Look what you did.
And immediately he's
You're not there.
dragging over to the water and trying to make him drink and stuff. And then he's just slowly moving down on.
First up, gotta check if my friend's okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
he looks like he fucking maybe rode a couple nights here,
Oh God.
but
Yeah. Ooh. My hair's growing up. Yeah. Okay. All right.
So what do you say to him?
Shit.
His eyes are like.
Yeah.
Bloodshot.
I know. Crap. I should have got something. Anyway, I don't know. No, I just was like, dude, are you? Oh, all right. Thank you. I'm sorry I had to put you through all that.
What? And you just feel like, what?
Are
He
you
kind of
okay?
looks up at you
Breathe.
and goes,
Okay.
oh, Henrik, hey. Good to see
Are you
you.
all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm so sorry. I asked you that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
no, of course. Yeah, and he stands himself up.
You're gonna get some sleep immediately.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay.
I'll
No,
take care of it.
no.
I'll
you
take care of
should-
your horse.
no.
Don't worry about it. I'll
no,
take
but
care of it for you.
I
okay?
need. Do you want?
Oh yes, yes. Is anyone around us right now? Do we do like
There's
an
a lot of
awkward-
people.
Yeah. Okay. Like
Why
okay,
don't-
maybe not.
yeah, so
maybe not here. Why don't we go
he'll-
to the stables or
yeah.
something?
Yeah, he's just having the horse feed by a trough that's in like the courtyard, and just be like, you can just like alert a servant to be like, get the stable master to go stable this horse. You're rich. You don't need to do things yourself. You're fine.
So nice. Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to go to like a old part of the hall, you can.
Yeah, I think there's like a back area where like we both like used to. I used to sneak alcohol or something from like my parents' storage, and like we do that.
Sure.
We go there.
Yeah, of course. You go there, and you kind of looking around, make sure.
Said, you're right. No,
Yeah.
nothing went wrong, right?
I mean, no, but I mean, sort of.
Even so, what happened?
Well, I tried to sneak in, right?
Oh God!
And she wasn't there. And in fact, I overheard some folk talking, and Iris is missing. So I couldn't get the letter to her.
Like,
She's been missing for like 2 weeks.
Well,
when I got there.
oh, you hear any rumors of like where she might be? Is this like did her family send her anywhere?
No, the family doesn't know.
They don't even know where she is. Oh God! Okay.
That's what I hear. That's what I hear.
Okay.
I know she's gone. No one knows where.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Henrik.
It's all right, Felix. I appreciate it. Really, thank you, true friend. Honestly, again, I'm so sorry if we have to go through that, and it seems like for nothing. But I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Sure.
All right. I guess I have to kind of figure out what to do now. You should get some sleep. I think. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I told Cedric that you were at Redport. I don't think he's going to ask any details, but if he does, just tell him you're getting something for me, and that's fine.
Sure.
So you should be okay. Get some sleep.
Can't
Please.
ever do that.
Go do that.
Yeah,
As soon as he leaves, I'm going to quietly panic. Yeah.
Yeah. You do hear as he leaves. You just hear. Felix Black, where the fuck have you been?
Oh God. Oh.
Just like, I'm sorry, sir. I went to Redport again for Lord Henrik. He goes, it's not that far of a fucking ride. Why you look? Come on, man's work's never done. Come on.
Oh.
Poor Felix.
I know.
He goes, of course, Sir Cedric. Well, right away, Sir Cedric.
God.
Poor man.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. I gotta think about that for a little bit. All right.
All right. So now that you have that information, I thought you guys were going to find that out way later, but a writer, so good work.
Helps
I
that
don't know
we
if
have
it-
people that know horses.
Yeah.
Another win for Henrik for being cute.
Yeah. It really helps. Also, that poor horse.
Look what you did.
I know. I know.
Unfortunately, this is an adult stream, so you will see horse death in this game at one point.
That's fine. We gotta
It is
get ready for it.
inevitable. It is inevitable. There's so much horse death in Game of Thrones.
Oh,
You know what, though?
Every
It's good
time.
for us. We can sell a couple horses along with that poppy.
Mm-hmm.
back sometimes. It's rough for all of us grown up.
It's a two-stop. It's like a shop where you get both of the things. It's a bundle.
All right.
Enjoy it.
All right. So, does anyone else want to prep anything for the journey?
What
to House
should I
Bravo?
bring, like weaponry-wise?
It's your decision.
Not your name
might
sword.
be a bit of a weird sight to bring.
My Valerian steel.
Yeah, because you're not like if you're going to live somewhere for a while, that would going to war.
Oh,
It's an heirloom. Probably you should leave.
Mhm.
I'm not going to stop you. No one will stop you. But generally, custom wise, it would be weird for you to bring it. However, your bastard sword and a shield, roads are dangerous.
cool.
Can I prepare some medicine things that for the journey to
Absolutely.
bring?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then just slightly random. Is it? Ugh. What with the distance?
Mhm.
Generally, it's like, would we be bringing like a carriage or something? Or
Oh
is
hell
this-
yeah!
Okay,
No,
that's
no,
what I
hell. If you guys were going, 2 hours up the road, you're bringing a carriage for the women. That's. Is your house that poor? Do your women have to ride a horse?
Well,
Whoa! We're not that poor.
You don't want that. You don't want the
I
talk happening.
assumed like a carriage, but I'm wondering like, is it like multiple? Are we bringing like an empty cart or something for whatever we're theoretically buying? in
Yeah,
addition
no,
and
yeah, no.
stuff like that?
Supplies, food. Yes, there will be carts.
And we're gonna have basically a small caravan. Think of the Oregon Trail.
We're gonna
You're gonna
die
have a
of
small caravan.
dysentery.
Fingers crossed, no dysentery. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry
You're
about
gonna
that.
ford a
Touche.
river.
We have a maester. We have
You have a really good
the
base.
world's smartest maester.
Yeah. No dysentery dying from here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Of course you can. Nomara.
Cool.
Fear, shield, bow, or horse enthusiast. Obviously, yeah. Yeah. I mean, Nomura, as a protector, you're riding a horse, right? Now, Henrik and Tedric, being stout, accepted lords of battle, it's pretty common for both of you guys to ride to show that, like, yes, I am willing to protect my house. No, there would be no shame in you sitting in a carriage, but traditional reach culture of this status, generally, probably Tedric, Namora, and Henrik were probably riding.
Yeah.
The Maester, Clarissa, the rest of the family in carriage.
The non-combatives.
Yes, the non-combatants, they're in carriage.
We have
right?
social combatants.
There we go.
Don't downgrade us.
There we go.
Thorsten's like, oh my god.
There are other combatants.
Yeah. So, Vivian, did you want to bring your kids?
Bring baby.
There are both positive and negative reasons for, like, there are easily justifiable reasons for children.
Well,
Basically, saying totally your decision.
gotcha.
There will be no poo-pooing.
I gotcha. I know that Dover has a younger daughter that's Tisea's age.
She does.
Does. I just don't want to be watching. Like,
You don't want to be what?
I don't know. It's just that.
If we're possibly leaving Valena, I think it'd almost be better to leave like Garrick and Tisea at home.
Yeah. That's my decision. I was gonna, because I was
Okay.
possibly considering bringing Tisea, but yeah, no. We'll leave the younger children home.
All right. Vivian, you're saying you have to say goodbye.
What? Oh, that's right.
the-
If they're not coming with me, I have to say goodbye.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
goodbye.
your children are lined up.
Is the Septa staying or is she coming?
It's up to stay. She's gonna.
She's
She's
gonna,
there.
right? She's like
She-
her. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna look after.
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Besides, it would probably be a really bad idea to.
Yeah.
yeah. Not to the Dovers. But yeah, I will kiss my sweet Valena. Oh, my sweet girl.
Yeah.
And
as babies are wont to do.
she's so soft, and she smells like lavender for some reason.
Probably all the silks she's wrapped in.
Probably.
We also probably have lavender in the garden to keep away like bugs that we don't like.
Oh yeah,
God,
she
just
probably.
lavender is just everywhere in our house, for real.
To say it and Garrick, I will. To say, I'm just gonna kiss her sweet face all over. And
She's like, we're gonna miss you, Mum.
I'll miss you too, darling. Make sure you practice all of your studies and your singing, and all of your I'm sure you're starting your writing lessons soon. Don't the scepter too much. Garrick,
He gives you a big smile.
my sweet handsome boy. Well, I'm sure the Castellan and the Master of Arms will keep you very busy. We will discuss your DM. What is it called when fosterlings, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we will be discussing your fosterlings when I return. If there is a particular house that you would like to have in mind,
okay, sounds good. Bye, Mom. And he like reaches his hands out for a hug.
I'm gonna hug that big boy. Yeah?
Oh, like, he's pretty big, yeah.
He hugs you tight. And kisses you.
From my old
kiss him.
Oh. So perfect. Okay.
Bye.
Love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he'll just be like, bye, Mari, and like gives a big hug to
I totally accept it, and it's like, now this is lots of time for you to practice, so then you can show up Henrik in the lists.
like, oh, I don't know if I want to they turning anytime soon.
No,
but
no,
I mean,
no,
when
no,
I
no,
do,
no.
I am going to.
I mean outside, like when he spars with like Cedric and Nymora.
Oh sure,
Things
but by
like
the time I do join the list, I'll be better than Henrik.
obviously.
Oh,
Hear that.
Jeez.
Now, also,
All right.
you are back to being the noble steed of Tisea, since unfortunately we are bringing Nymora with us. So,
And they're like,
feel-
well, actually, she's done with that. Now I fairies.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
well, good luck
It's
juggling
okay.
that.
I'm adaptable. I learned that word yesterday.
Oh my god.
So happy. I have many more to teach you.
Okay, bye. Just,
I give him like a kiss on the cheek.
she's like, bye, Henrik. He gives you a hug.
I have a house. All right. Like, all right. She's gonna take care of the house while me and father are away.
They're like, I'll do my best. I'm only 12.
That's true. Like,
He's just
she'll do
huge.
great.
They're like,
Yeah. She already-
thanks, Henrik.
How tall is
Hey, if you kill a bad guy on the road, will you tell me about it?
Oh, absolutely.
Also, if you kill a guy and he has a knife, could you bring me the knife?
Yes, I'll bring the knife. Anything else? I could. Yeah, knife would be good. All the bloody details. I'll think about it. Yeah.
A knife and a story.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd really like that.
Okay.
How tall is he again?
Of course.
What would you say?
How tall is he?
He's
Garrett.
Garrett.
Garrett,
Garrett.
he's 5'6".
Oh, lovely. So he is like my height. That's
Yeah,
great.
he's little. Yeah, I'm
At
12.
years old.
Yeah.
He's
Almost as tall as me now. So yeah, it's good. He's getting there.
yeah, he's gonna be really big.
surpass you in the next year.
It's quite possible.
Yeah. This is getting too real.
Yeah, and he goes over. He goes, "Bye, father," and he gives you a hug.
I hug him back. Have a good time, son. I will definitely enjoy regaling you with our travels when I return.
You tell the best stories, Dad.
Why, thank you.
Can't wait for more. I'm glad I'm not coming. Harold Dulver sounds bored.
Beaming.
All right.
I am kind of walking
Thank
away.
you.
It's like, well, they do call him the Vulture.
Yep.
Yeah.
He immediately walks up and he goes, "Bye, Nymora," and he hugs.
Oh.
Goodbye, sweetling. I'll tell you my own stories when I get back, yeah?
I'm like, okay.
And
I like
when
it when
get
you tell
back-
the ones when there are ladies' tits.
Very carefully not looking at Lady Vivienne and just being like,
Still don't entirely know what that is, but I got an inkling, and that inkling interests.
When you'll understand more when you're older.
He's talking so loudly.
Yeah. And when I get back, I'll show you how to make a.
I'm acting like I completely.
Yeah.
So what'd you say? What'd you say, Nimora?
Just when I get back, I'll show you how to make your own sling. Yeah.
Okay, I like that. All right. He'll go over to you, Thorsten. He goes, "Bye, Uncle Thorsten," and he gives you a hug.
Hug him back. Don't forget your studies.
I was going to, but now that you said it, I can't. I had plans.
I can look at his eye, look into his eyes, and say, "Being smart is a good thing. Use your head first,
I
then your sword
know.
second."
I wanted to go play in the field with the guys, but now I got to study. All right. I
Meister
will.
Thorsten's motto:
Thank
"Work
you.
smart, not hard."
Yeah. I think. All right. I'll never remember that, but okay. I will, Uncle Thorsten.
Good
Like,
boy.
Bye, Clarissa. He goes up and he just hugs you.
Oh, I love him.
Oh, goodbye, darling. We'll be back soon, I'm sure.
Okay. Will you take care of my family?
Oh, of course. That's my one and only job, my dear.
Oh, good.
Oh, she'll give him a kiss on the forehead and send him off.
He's like, that was nice. You can do that
I
anytime.
changed my
And then
mind.
Oh god.
and then he will like
All right.
turn. He will just turn and walk away, and just kind of move generally in front of most of you, and she'll just curtsy, and she just says, "May the mother guide your way," and then she just turns away and like runs.
She's so precious.
Nope.
How can I
Such
leave
good
them?
manners.
We leave so then we can come back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta hurry up, guys. We gotta come back to our family. Let's go. Hurry and come back.
All right.
I made a
We
promise.
love
I'm
them.
going to show him how to make a sling and hit birds with it. So I
I'm
have to
nervous.
keep my
Right.
promise.
I'm nervous now. I have to.
Let's
I feel like
go
I have
before
to
I
kill
go.
someone on the road to tell the story for them.
Let's go before I decide to stay home. Mm.
Yeah, Garrick is a
Right.
really sweet kid. Love that kid.
To
Alright.
continue, that is outside.
Yep. So, you guys are on the road for some chronicling and detailing the exact amount of time because you know what? It's not important to the story. It's just not. As we're traveling on the road, I believe Mariella, you want?
Yeah, at some point, like when maybe like we're stopping, stretching legs, and like
Mhm.
taking the brief respite, I would probably want to see if I could talk to Henrik and probably like put our heads together on like what the hell we're doing at the Dovers before we
Sure,
get there.
yeah. So there's going to be a time where everyone's stopping off the road. People are getting drinks. They're watering the horses. Everyone's kind of did. So if you want to pull Henrik off to the side, you definitely can.
Mm-hmm.
Clarissa, you're probably like you're talking to Vivienne because she needs her something, and talking to the handmaidens and making sure everyone's like kind of wanting to swap fans. You know, everyone's kind of doing something.
Swap pants. Okay.
Fans. And
Fan.
then you-
No,
I'm
yeah.
armed.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
so
got fans.
you gotta then go back into the it's the whole. I want to get this.
I wanna
Where is
swap
it? It's in my
accessories right
It's in
now.
my suitcase. Oh well, now we got.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So everyone's doing something. Yeah. So if you want to grab Henrik.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
do you have any gut feelings going into this? It's like you were roughly in the area after the Greyjoy rebellion, if I'm remembering correctly.
What I was, yes. Did I meet the Dolvers or like anyone from their house or anything before?
Mm.
I was. I don't. Yeah, a lot happened there. I don't specifically remember it's Dolvers. I don't know what the name. I mean, I don't know what the name of the Vulture has me a little nervous, but maybe there. I'm hoping that there's someone, family, then at least someone who works for them that could tell us what, like what's going on. Just a little more of the side information. This whole trading deal is all well and good, but I don't know if the Lord is gonna want to talk anything other than business with us before, shooing us off and say we're getting into his business too much.
Well, would it be possible? It's like you do have far more, freedoms than I do, as we both saw at the Ashford Ball with our parents basically watching me consistently.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know where you went, but that was fairly uncomfortable.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry I left you. Felt like you needed me there, but apologize. I was doing something important. Anyway.
But it could be possible that maybe if you do any training with Naimura, if they have any area and they do things there, maybe you can listen in on the soldiers.
I'm gonna try to talk to. Why do you think I should?
I don't know about necessarily engaging them, but
I'm not the best sneaky person. I could try to just keep it like.
Just maybe keep an ear out, and then possibly mention that to either Clarissa or somebody who might be able to move a little easier, since we are fairly noticeable, kind of like gesturing in between us.
You kind of stand out. I'm gonna give us that.
Yes.
It happens. Good looks. What are you gonna do? It's a curse. What are you gonna do though? What's your plan?
Well, generally keep my ears open, select when to open my mouth, and I figure being underestimated is probably going to be the best for me.
I think I've read in that. I think it might be good for us to go into this, at least pretending like we don't know anything, and just, maybe if we're not naturally curious, but the more we appear, the less we know, that's better, I guess.
Definitely, at least for you being the heir, it's like being business-minded might help with the situation, but I think that's more a conversation that'll be stuck to our parents.
Yeah. I think,
How is that weight feeling being the heir now that you've gone and experienced war and coming back? Because you've changed a little, but then again, we're kind of growing older.
Yeah, don't. It's a lot. I don't know. It's these added responsibilities that sometimes, we look forward to, and I can't wait to, people trust me with this, and, I can feel responsible and like I'm making a difference, and, I have a purpose here, but at the same time, it's a lot, and I keep thinking that I'm not going to live up to these expectations that father or anything puts on me.
I know that
it's getting easier, but
you get it from father, I get it from mother.
Yeah. One for each of us, right?
Indeed. But responsibility. Well, now that we've discussed that matter, I think it's time we discuss the other. My arm is through yours.
Wait, I know, very locking. I'm gonna pretend kind of like dumb, and like I don't know, like what do you mean? Like real obvious. Yeah.
I believe I've been very patient. I've waited more than 2 weeks, which is something to say, considering what you've told me. And I would like to know.
I appreciate that.
What exactly you have done to resolve the situation, because I'm not sure if you fully understand that what you choose to do can also affect me, Garrick, Tisea,
I don't
and
think I know
Valena.
that. You don't think that I'm thinking about that, like, almost
Good.
constantly, how my decisions affect everyone. Even if I wanted to forget, I couldn't.
So please inform me what exactly you have done regarding this woman you've gotten with child.
Okay. I tried to, okay. You know, remember 2 weeks ago or a week ago when Tyrells came, and, you know, I sent Felix out to try to arrange a meeting with myself and her. And it riding on that. And I wanted to try to fix things and make things better, but I can't because apparently she's missing, and I feel like that's my fault too. But I can't go looking for anyone right now because we're here.
Okay.
And I don't know where she is. I don't know how to find her.
I'm sure.
And I don't even know what she's planning on doing.
I'm sure you probably won't give me a name, since I know you are like father in that sense of being stubborn. But would it be correct in thinking that this is someone that would be noticed if they are missing for such a long period of time?
Yes, you could say that. Yeah.
I would highly suggest, and I know that you've balked at it, but I'm going to say it again. You might want to talk on some level to at least our mother.
I can't. No, I can't. Now,
I'm
now
not
I know
saying,
you're crazy.
I'm not saying now.
That's hilarious. Yeah.
I understand that, but if you compare our mother and our father, who do you think would probably blow up more, considering how you're reacting to even the concept of telling them?
Considering I haven't even told you who it is yet, probably both would be terrible. I don't.
Sorry to briefly interrupt. Gotta say bye to Thorsten. He had to.
Oh.
He has to. Unfortunately, has to go. Or
Bye.
but we'll see. We'll see him in the next one.
You
Bye,
guys will see
Dave.
me next
He'll
time.
be here.
Have
He'll
a
be
good
here.
night.
Yeah.
May you roll well tonight.
We'll try.
Simply.
We'll try.
Thorsten will be
Figuratively.
here.
Dovienda, Sotovius again.
Yes.
Thorsten will be here to give advice. His character doesn't disappear. He's still there.
Yes. And Anthony knows how I think.
Yes, I do.
Have a good night, guys.
All right.
Bye.
Night.
All right.
Night.
Sounds like you were kind of pulling away.
I will deal with the cameras in a second. But, so I'm going to make the assumption then that this person is not part of a house that would really please our parents.
I don't think they would be pleased in any scenario, you know, knowing that I got some girl pregnant. So I guess, you know, it would be terrible in any case, even if it's. Although I don't know, I wouldn't put it past anyone to be like, you know, you got some, you know, the red wines, their daughter pregnant, and hey, that kind of, you know, kind of puts us in a position, I guess, to, you know, more favorable. But it'd be that anyway. So I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I just hope that.
Well, let's hope that the lady in question is at least not in immediate harm or anything, and is in good health somewhere. And we can look for answers when we come back. It's just, unfortunately, it's taking us away from our normal haunts.
Keep thinking I should have asked if I could stay, and I could have, found some excuse to try to find her. But I'm here now, and I don't know.
It would be very difficult to explain
Yeah.
why the heir potentially would not be present when they are learning the lordly duties.
Oh, I know that. I'm just either way, I'm just failing someone. But
Hopefully, in time, you will actually tell me who this is. But I think it's just a case of not making any rash decisions. Obviously, we would want this person to be hale and hearty, but I know you seek to do a lot of good, but it's just the weight of all of the responsibilities might blind you to possible action.
I don't like to keep secrets from you, especially because you find out everything. I don't want to try.
Well, it comes from our mother and Clarissa.
That's so great, yeah. And I always try to say, I know it doesn't seem like it sometimes if I brush you off, and I appreciate everything you're trying to do. And as much as I want to tell you, or mother, father, or anyone, I don't think I could without you hating me. And
so
that
it's
would be
not
the worst thing for me.
So it's not just them you're worried about. Okay.
Okay.
Well, there's more I should say, but all I'm going to say right now is please at least talk to me before you make a decision. Because again, similar to how we came into this life, your choices reflect on my fate. And I kind of pat his hand and I kind of walk off.
Okay. All right.
Don't I know it?
Yeah. All right. Nice little sibling chat.
Twin talk.
Scene.
Vivian, at one point you're like, you're drinking some water on the side of the. You've had a chair set up for you as everyone's kind of doing the thing, and you notice your children off on a little walk talking to each other.
I'm so glad they take the time to converse with one another, because I know Henrik is going. Their sister finally gets married.
Mm-hmm.
It's good they have this. I'm just fanning myself.
All right. Excellently done. So, yeah, everyone else just was kind of very busy. Jujik, you occasionally look over. Looks like your two eldest are like having some good time together, and you're like, isn't that nice?
Oh, it was good to see the young ones getting along.
Yep. Family road trips. That's what this is about, right?
Yeah. Road
That's
trip.
what this is about.
Just you, your family, and your closest circle. And half a dozen armed men.
Ooh, roughing it.
Camping, yes!
We're so glamping right now, and our mom doesn't think like, oh, yes, roughing it, like the pioneers did.
Yeah, like Vivian is for sure set in like a velvet padded chair. It's not like a fold out chair. This is a full. It has a high back, and she's just sitting on the road. And she's like, I love it, roughing it. It's good. But yeah, everyone's sort of Everyone kind of eventually climbs back in, and we march ever onward.
Tally ho!
Tally ho! So eventually, after a number of days, through the well-worn roads, as we basically kind of come up through the Reach, through like the center of the Reach, taking the main roads, you know, all the way up and around to the topmost Westerlands, kind of cutting through the Riverlands, towards very high top. So, and where we reach Deepin Hall. So Deepin Hall, it kind of looms over Iron Man's Bay. It's very close to the northern parts of the Riverlands, Fair Market, River Run, things like that. You know, if of the Riverlands, but this is quite clearly the Westerlands. Yep, they own some land, definitely down Iron Man's Bay and kind of that area. So, yeah. Now you on the road. You can. Do you want to go directly? There is also a small town just near it, called Stony Hearth. If you want to talk to the people there for some reason, if not, you can just go straight to the hall.
I would prefer to go straight to the hall, but
Sure, small folk.
Mhm.
No, like they're dirty.
Maybe we could have like Clarissa or someone go by the town. See if she can figure out some information and then meet up with us along the way.
Sure. I mean,
But that's completely up to them.
I mean, it's really not. If you want me to go, well.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you want your character to go, I'm not going to make your character go if you don't want.
Sure, of
Fair
course.
enough. All right.
Yeah, is the plan still to send away for? Sorry, a total blank. Would you still like me to go and talk to the Tullison now?
yes, it was suggested by
Nero.
our dear Nero, so I would see it as prudent if someone whose skill is in combat believes that we should seek out
Okay.
the other half of the family. I think it prudent.
So you want to send Clarissa to go talk to the tall?
Mhm.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely. So is Clarissa just going by herself on a horse?
Please no.
Ooh, yeah, someone else should for sure go with her.
Well, I'm sorry. What?
I said someone else should for sure go with her.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have men. Do you want to send like two of?
Yeah, we can do two, right?
Sure.
That's the last part.
All right. So yeah, Clarissa, you have two basically knights kind of go with you, essentially. I mean, veteran cavalrymen, so essentially knights. They will escort you, flanking you. Probably for speed, you probably get a horse instead of a carriage, because it's they're pretty close. So you ride for them as you kind of like before you get to kind of like break off. Yeah, so you've of course a bit beforehand sent the Raven ahead to the Tullisons. So what have you said to the Tullisons, Clarissa? That why you're coming?
Sure, I think she would mention that they were stopping by the Dulvers, and she wanted to stop in for a quick visit. It's like super. It would be super
cash.
Yes. Yeah.
Super cash.
Super
Yeah.
cash.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they're your mother's family. Yeah, absolutely. So you will split off from them. So let's deal with the family arriving at the imposing gates of Deepin Hall. Now, you can already tell this castle isn't that big, right? It's much smaller than your castle. It's a small castle. It's small, right? It's not that big, not super imposing. Because you guys have like a full castle, right? I believe.
Yes, we do. We spent that money.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, you have a full castle. So this is definitely like a small castle. It only has one wall. The keep isn't that tall. The walls are nice size, but like nothing seems big in Deepin Hall. Everything feels like a little squat. The gates are not pretty. It's all like rough stone. And you see some men in black armor. And they have like the Dover flag is flying, a gold background with a black pickaxe. These men are like in all black armor, not like finely detailed. Like the armor is just like the clothing black. And as your party arrives, one of the men just reach over and go, "Who are you all?"
Who do you say this to?
All of you, just the group.
Did Jesse
Jesse stepped away.
leave?
God.
Right. Yeah, I'll speak since Jesse is not here to do so. Yeah, we are from House Weirlight, and we're here to speak with Lord Dover. We sent a raven before.
Oh, aye. Yeah. Open the gates. Yeah, you've been expecting. And the gates begin to open, I think, inwards. Your party goes inside. Some men come down and kind of like grab your, make sure your horses are grabbed and begin unhook carriage, and their people will begin futzing with your stuff because, that's what happens. He's like, Lord Dover wants to speak with you immediately. He told me to come grab you the moment you arrived.
Well, lead the way.
Yep. So everybody whisked away into Deepin Hall. It's not horrifically well lit. The opening hall has candles and torches, but like you go through at least two other kind of halls to kind of get into the main hall, unlit. Harold Dover is sort of famous for being a bit of a penny pincher. Like, not in those rooms, don't need light.
Oh, God.
Where House Weirlight is like, of course our rooms are lit, darling.
We have windows in every room, natural light.
You, in fact, see no windows in this great hall. Not one whatsoever. It definitely feels like fortified. Like, you feel, if there was a siege, this place feels safe. However, it is dark.
This place feels like a cave.
That is sort of the feeling.
Mm-hmm. More like a tomb to me. Right.
As you come into the main hall, you see sitting on his throne, kind of raised up on a small dais, you see Harold Dover. Standing next to him, you see a kind of tall man. He's dressed as a maester would be, and he's got a long, kind of like dark gray, kind of black beard, and a looks like a shaven. He stands right next to him, but there is no one else in this hall. Like, literally no one.
Is that normal? That doesn't feel normal.
It doesn't. No, it strikes
This
me
feels
as a little
awkward.
There's no, like, nothing else. It's just, like, the bare room.
No guard.
These guys.
Yeah.
No guard, no servants, no nothing. It's just
Nothing.
the two of them.
Just the two of them.
Oh, I feel like Nemora is like immediately on her guard.
Mm-hmm. It feels
It's
a
like,
little
oh,
weird.
this feels like a trap of some kind.
Look up the ceilings, make sure no one's gonna rappel down to kill us.
So we stated who we are. We were brought
Yep.
into the
You're brought-
hall, and
Yep.
literally the only people we see is Lord Harold Dolver and his maester, and that's
Yep.
it, except for like
And
this
that's
guard escorting
This
us
one
in.
guard who escorted
Okay.
you.
Okay.
It's a little weird. And he goes, Weirlights. Yes, I don't believe we've had the pleasure, except for you, Vivian. We've spoken.
Yeah.
Still we have.
Mhm.
Yes, I believe you talked to my wife. It must have been years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I
believe
know
it-
your face, though.
Mm-hmm. Your
So,
wife and I had...
welcome to Deepin Hall. Let's talk business, shall we? So you wanted my copper, and
Yes.
so Tedric, you definitely noticed there has been no wine. He's not giving you salt and bread. He's immediately just discussing this while you all standing in this hall. You heard Harold Dover is kind of rude, but
Yeah.
and you're seeing it.
Yes. Yes, we were interested in your copper.
Yes, well,
I believe...
let's get in with it, shall we? So we're going to start, whoever wants to lead this, we're immediately going into an intrigue.
Woo!
He is not letting anyone stop or rest or anything. He is
Okay.
going into it.
Mm-hmm.
He seems to want to get this out of the way right away.
I got this. I'm kidding. Please don't let me do this.
Miserable bastard.
Yeah,
All right, so
I'm
who
down.
wants to do it?
I'm game.
Your game? All right, Vivienne, you lead the discussion.
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
on.
it's like I'd like to kind of do like assist stuff for this.
Yeah, you can roll in for sure.
Yeah.
Let
Absolutely,
me
if
flip
you want.
over to the intrigue in
Go
Diabook.
for it,
See
ladies.
if I can...
Yeah, so
We're
we're
missing
going to
our
roll
powerhouse,
initiative,
Clarissa.
which is a
Uh,
status test.
Okay. Okay. I have eloquent, I believe, which just lets me
Yes,
go.
so you're going to go first, but because there are more than 2 people.
Okay, gotcha.
So, Mariella, you will roll your status.
It's
And
just
so
straight.
will
Wait,
Harold.
no, it would be status plus reputation, right?
Yes, if you have reputation, yeah. Do you have reputation?
Yes, I do.
Well, there you go. Roll it to it.
Nice.
Ooh.
Mm.
Very nice. Very nice. So let's see, Harold. Oh, poor showing. Mm.
I'm there
I
to
like
back up my
watching
mama.
intrigue.
Mhm.
I like watching an intrigue battle because I have no idea what's happening.
Yeah,
Because
it's fun. Just
I
like
have read none of this because it never will apply to me.
Right?
Yeah,
Sure
no, like
enough.
I'm bringing
All
up the
of this is
PDF
just
now.
like-
I'm like,
it's just fun to watch. I was like, oh, interesting. Do you want to do it? No, not a
I
clue.
feel the
Can't do
same
it.
This is like
way.
witchcraft.
That one time you guys did...
Can we go?
when
Can we
you
go fight something?
did-
Hold on, Vivian's
when
trying
you
to say
guys did
something.
combat, yeah, when you guys did combat, I was terrified
Oh.
because you're just offhand hit would kill me 3 times over. So I'm terrified. Given moment.
I'm right there with her.
So yeah. You, it's your time to shine. You got this, guys.
Fantastic. So, let's set our what's it called, our demeanors, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So, Vivian, you're kind of, damage to this guy, right? So, what is
Yeah.
your
I would say disposition. Yeah.
Mhm.
I would say amiable because I for sure want to, like, I am both here to learn stuff from him, but in this exact moment, I want a cheaper price for whatever, for sure what we
Sure.
have to spend in order to even talk to him. So I
Absolutely.
believe amiable fits that best.
amiable? All right. Now you're telling me, Mariella, take a hand at this. You really want to just mainly use assist action, so you're kind of coming in and being
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, hello." All right, that's fantastic. What is your disposition towards Lord Harold?
It's like I don't know. It's like because it's like I kind of mainly want to be able to like read the room, be able to like assist in things, but I don't know how invested I am in him. It's like Because Mariella hasn't really been out of the reach at all.
Mhm.
Is there a neutral option?
There's an indifferent option, which is pure neutral.
Yeah. Yeah. So you want to be you can be indifferent.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. So looks like you hate him.
Yeah.
Already hate him.
Nymora thinks he's a rude fuck. So
Rude.
You're just used to that good life.
my disposition is annoyed.
Yeah. Well, it's probably dislike, because the hated option is you would actively kill him, right? And you are conspiring to do so. That's a big step, right?
Yeah, that is.
So I highly dislike him.
Do you dislike him? Yeah. All right. So. Sure. Cool. So so it's gonna go Vivian, Lord Harold over. So the discussion here at with this thing is discussing the price of the copper you wish to buy. So unfortunately, with technique, there's only really one thing that actually is going to use this, and that's
Bargain. Gotcha. So
this is the kind of only thing that this sort of draws forth. Him liking you more isn't necessarily going to change anything.
Gotcha.
So it sounds like bargain is what you're doing here.
Understood. So I do not have bargain.
So then that's just straight persuasion.
Okay, here we go.
So what? Yeah. So you come at him.
Mhm.
Come at him hard.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going
Gonna
on.
try. We'll see.
Oh!
Holy fucking shit!
It's pretty nice.
Hot damn.
Damn, Mom's
nice.
got this.
So that is a success. That is, let's see here. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is 3 degrees of success. So the damage. So what? You didn't actually tell me what you're doing, right? Because we know you're bargaining, but are you mollifying, considering, like what is your action? You have to tell me your
influence.
action.
Sorry, I'm influence.
You want to be like, listen, this is what's going on. And,
Yes.
Cool. So that means you are going to deal influence to him. Cunning rank. What is your cunning?
My cunning is, if I can find,
It's what?
3.
It's 3. All right, so that is 3 times 3, which is, I believe, 9. So let's see, minus his thing from you. All right, yeah, that you feel like you've dealt a fair amount of influence there.
Yeah, that's pretty darn good.
It's pretty darn good. Fair amount of influence there. You bring up a sound argument about the bulk in which you are buying the copper, and obviously you have access. Our demand for it not outweigh your head for it, and you seem to make some good comments to Lord Harold. Right. Now, Mariella, it is your turn. How assist action? Yes.
I'd kind of like to read the target first.
Oh, absolutely, positively. So that would be read the target. So that's going to be you're gonna make an awareness,
Yes,
and you have to beat his passive deception,
which is probably disgusting.
maybe not.
No.
It's quite
Who
possible.
knows?
Well, I only have a 3 in awareness without extra stuff, but
Well, let's see what
that's
happens.
on the to-do list.
Mm-hmm.
A 12.
12.
That's solid.
You got it right on.
So
Yes.
Yeah, so you got him.
That'll help me so much
Right.
later.
So you learn his current disposition towards Vivian. He's amiable.
Awesome.
In fact, he's more than willing to talk to her. He has no ill will towards her. You feel this is a man who probably could talk his way through any court, but just decides to be upfront about things.
Okay.
You feel he is not particularly trying to hide anything from. You don't feel he offers you or your family any form of ill will. This seems just to be way how he does shit. Seeing as he is one of the richest men in Westerlands, which is something to say. Obviously, this works for him.
Okay, so it's
however,
like he's not
you also
deliberately
gain-
being rude. It's him.
It's just him.
Yeah.
He's like not trying to show you any form of rudeness. He doesn't like, oh, I'm better than the Weirlights. He's just like, cool, you're here, business. He's very much like, I want this out of so the rest of the week can be nice, essentially.
Okay.
That's what you think.
Okay.
You also know the technique he is using. It's bargain.
Yeah.
It's the same as her. He's not trying to lie to her. You feel at first you're like, what is this man's intent? He's actually not trying to hide at all. He's being very upfront about who he is. All right, good work.
I get an extra die.
Yes, you do. If you want to, if you want to do that, exactly. It's pretty cool. So the next one, Harold is just kind of scratches his long, like very pronounced cleft chin, and he's very much the vulture. His shoulders are hunched. His head is smooth, bald, a long beak. He has very little eyebrows, but he does. He has very long, slender fingers. He's by no means a hideous man. He's not a look. And he's dressed well for his station, but there's no pomposity. There's no addition of like jewels or gems where someone of his nature probably should be wearing. He's not. He's got like a nice amulet on. It definitely looks like a family piece though, and he has a single ring on, signifying that he is married. But that's about it. So he kind of comes at you and is like, while I do see your point, this market doesn't belay copper well, and I know there is no such thing in the Reach. So, like, perhaps you might be willing to bend a little more on the price. And he will also use influence on you. So, let's see what goes on. 19. What is your influence?
My
Intrigue
defense is
It's 11. All right. Well, that to me sounds like 2 degrees. Yep, 2 degrees. So that means he has dealt you 10 influence damage.
-3
-3,
for my
so 7.
disposition. So 7. Woof.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he makes a lot of really sound arguments, and he obviously knows the copper way better than you. And he starts bringing up things that you didn't know about, and it's putting you a little on edge. However, you're calm, you're charming, you're good.
Interrupting a bit. Where do I mark that on my sheet? It doesn't.
Sure,
have-
absolutely. So underneath, basically your composure, just kind of see what says damage and injury.
Yes.
Just beneath that. So that's because influence is damage.
Okay.
Just put it there. Note that
So-
you have 7
damage.
Okay.
Will it mark my skills though? Because if I get composure damage, does that take away my?
No. That's injury.
Oh, okay.
Injuries
Okay.
and wounds
Got
do that.
that.
That's
Alright.
why they have they're all
The
sectioned
different-
out 1-1. Damage doesn't do any of that.
Understood. Okay.
Don't you worry. You got it.
Okay.
Remember, you can take injuries. It's called frustration.
Yes, I do know that. That might be my next round if I don't have a way to regain my
Yeah,
composure.
the guy.
But he knows what he's talking about.
He does.
About.
He's a cunning man.
Mm-hmm.
It is your turn again, Vivian.
Okay. Could I try?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I will still try. Hold on, sorry, I'm looking at. If I could use possibly convince, because if he wants to raise, is like I would be willing to also not raise the price, but I like what Thorsten suggested to buy sheep from him.
Okay, very nice.
Could
And this
that
is still
possibly
influence, you
shift-
said?
This is still influence.
Okay.
Could I possibly shift my technique from bargain to maybe convince, or
No, that would still be bargain.
No.
That's for sure part of bargain.
no
Unfortunately.
problem? But yeah, I'll put I will put that on the.
Yeah, convince would be more like, listen, my family's having a tough time, and like
I
that's
gotcha.
more that. This
Okay,
is adding
so-
to the deal, right? That's still very much.
Okay.
And your
yeah.
family's not having a tough time, so
We're not.
that
All
would
right,
be a
so I'm
lie.
gonna. I'll stick with what I'm good at with influence and see if you're
All right, go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
unfortunate.
That is 4 ones.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he's adding to sheep. He's just like, sheep. I was understanding copper. And he kind of like leans back and he looks a little annoyed. And you definitely think with apparently this was a no-go.
Okay.
He's not put off really, but he's like, okay. He kind of leans back, and when he leans back, his macer reaches down and he just starts whispering.
Mhm.
And his face just sort of contorts a little bit.
God.
Okay.
This is.
Mariella.
Hi. Yes. Oh God. So I'd kind of like to assist, and because it's like, would
Yeah.
I? Because I haven't really stated my thing with bargain or anything like that. So
yeah.
is it just generally assumed that I'm going to be bargain because that's basically the only thing he'll
No,
deal with?
you can assist in not bargaining if you feel like assisting generally. You can use a different technique because it's not as important because you're not using it. So this is more just you using a straight persuasion test.
Okay.
So
And
this
it-
is
and it would
you
just be straight
either
persuasion,
this is
it wouldn't be
by
any
assisting.
bonus
That's
stuff.
you either now. Are you saying something to Lord, or are you saying something to your mother?
I think I am nobody to him. He doesn't even know my name or anything like that. I think he would probably see it as a little girl stepping into a business deal if I addressed him directly.
Sure.
So I would probably address my mother, stating it's like, well, we did mention that we were also interested in additional things within our raven that we had sent. Possibly like using that to kind of help bridge. It's like maybe there was just misconstrued information through the raven.
So there's an avenue to pull him out of it. Okay, excellent.
Yeah.
So why don't you make that? It's a challenging 9
I know.
test. So make that persuasion test.
Okay,
You get
it's
an
a
extra
persuasion
die.
plus an extra die.
You get an extra die because this is a part of that.
And then luckily I have
reading.
attractive where I get to reroll any ones.
Nice.
Yeah, so it'd be just straight persuasion. And then let me roll an extra die. It's a
There we
D6.
go.
3 degrees of success. Unfortunately,
It's a D6.
don't particularly help, but
Well, no, I get an extra die from the reading before, so I haven't put
Yeah.
that in.
okay. Well, again, extra successes don't necessarily
that's fine.
help on assist.
That's fine.
But
That's cool.
so what is your persuasion rank?
My persuasion rank is thing can't come up. 4.
4. All right. So Vivian,
Mhm.
whatever your next roll to like influence in the,
Gotcha.
you get to add 2 to it.
Okay.
Whatever it is, you just add 2. So if you rolled 19, it's a 21, right? If it's a 7, it's a 9.
I'm trying to give you that buffer room.
Yep.
No
So
problem.
Harold Oliver, he goes in, right? He's like,
Yep.
like, Like, I have in mind, copper isn't infinite. He begins immediately throwing calculations at you. It's a little much. And he's like, you're obviously a reasonable person. I'm a reasonable person. We're here to do business. Money has to be spent. So let's spend money. Like, money to spending money. In the end, we all work out. And like, for a man who had this kind of rude way of introducing you, has definitely a way of see things from perspective. So he's gonna throw a bargain at you. That's a 20 fire.
Okay, I will be taking a point of frustration because that's gonna take me out of intrigue, and I'm not paying like 5 or whatever amount of fortune if he wins.
Sure, absolutely. So you're taking a point of frustration?
Yeah.
So a point of frustration.
I think that
it's like injuries.
Yep.
Actually, let me check that.
It
die thing.
is. Each point of frustration gains removes an amount of influence equal to your wick.
So, yeah, it removes an amount of influence. -1 dice. So it's actually more like a wound rather than a. So in fact, move your wounds to 1.
Okay.
So to know that you are now kind of frustrated.
You're wounded socially.
Because you thought you could always step into the table, but the fact that to meet someone who truly sort of outclasses his venue of knowledge, not a better talker than you, but someone who knows this field, and you realize you have stepped into his like territory, and you feel really frustrating because you know you were prepared. And the fact that you feel you look maybe a little silly now, that's not necessarily true, but you feel that way, right? So that moves amount of influence equal to your will. What's your will rank?
My will is
3. Okay, well that's still dealing 7.
Still deals 7.
Still deals 7 minus 3 from that is 4. So it's going to deal 4 to you.
Then I'm still okay, yeah, we're out.
Well, then hold on. You can take even more frustration.
But
up to your will. Right?
I mean, I can, but that's still. Do I have to take a point of frustration equal to that amount? Because
the total there, if you take 2 points frustration, cutting away from your disposition, you'll take 1, which I believe you can afford.
Yeah.
Because that will cut away 6.
Okay.
Which will then lower it to 4, more. And then your disposition takes 3 away, so it's.
Okay, so I'd still take another.
You take 1 point of influence, yeah.
Okay, but I'd still take another wound.
Yeah, you would take 2. Yeah.
Okay, so that would put my persuasion.
Now, all you got to do is mark the 2 and the.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just marking how like bad this is getting.
Yeah.
How short your temper is getting, yes.
Yeah.
This is you not wanting to.
Yeah.
I'm sensing the fan.
I have a slight question.
I don't want to go down a rank for fucking copper.
Would mollify only work if I did that towards Lord Dolver, or could I do that to my mother?
You can do it to your mother.
Awesome.
You can 100% do that to your mother.
Okay.
However, it is her turn right now.
I'm aware.
So you're very frustrated. You feel you came prepared, but he's bringing up points you didn't think of. I don't know. You can tell me whether you're actually mad at him or you're mad at yourself for this situation.
I'm mad at myself at this situation.
Yeah.
No,
I will tell you right now. So anyway, question. You go. Sorry, this is something for later.
Yeah, the persuasion modifier. Does that mean I would, if I increase his disposition, possibly, would that mean I would get a +3? He gets a +3 on me.
You would have +3 because you have a +1 right now.
Yeah. Okay. You were.
No, I realize it's not the time to bring it up. But yeah, so it's you use a +1 right now. But yeah, it would bring it to +3. However, I will tell you, he's a bit low. You hit him real good the first volley.
Yeah. I don't know if I should use Shield of Reputation or Influence to try and bump up his thing.
I also just gave you a +2 for a hit on him.
Yeah, so if you go for a hit, you
okay. Then you cut.
This is the only round you're gonna get that +2.
All right, then I'll use it.
All right, fantastic.
So, thank God, because I think I only have 3 dice to
Remember,
this,
don't actually lower the persuasion rank in your thing.
I'm not,
just
but
do the wounds.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So how do I add the 2 bonus dice?
No, you don't get 2 bonus dice. I
It's
add
not 2
2
bonus
to your
dice.
results.
It's 2 to
Oh.
the result.
Oh, okay. So it's just
we
still
just see what you
basic.
roll. Add 2.
Okay.
Once you make that roll there.
So a 9.
Cool.
So 9. Ah, God.
Yep.
Those ones are killing me. Unfortunately, his intrigue defense is higher than that.
Yep.
So unfortunately, you're not getting through.
Mollify.
Okay. Should have.
All right. So you're trying to bring up results, and he's not. And he goes, "I see your position, but my position is still at this." And he again.
Hold on. She gets to mull before he gets to talk.
I know. I'm just.
No.
I'm
He's
just saying,
just reacting.
This is the
to your
result.
thing.
This is flavor talking.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the result of what he rolled. Is he's just saying like, I get what you're saying, but that doesn't apply in this situation.
Okay.
So Mariella.
Okay. Mollify my mother. Okay. So
All right, you have to make a
mollify-
formidable persuasion test.
Formidable persuasion to mollify a target.
Yep.
Formidable is 12. Okay.
Yeah, so you will not get your +1 die. This doesn't have to do with Dolver.
Okay.
That's more the assist was on Dolver, that made sense. But
Well, this assist was towards my mother.
your mother, but it was about Dolver.
But I'm assuming because it was about Dolver and the scenario that it would.
Yeah, this is more you trying to make sure your mom.
Yeah, she keeps it together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it's just straight persuasion.
Your
Can't
straight
stack
persuasion.
charm.
Nope.
Hold
12.
on.
You
No.
did it.
Hold on. I get to re-roll the 2s.
Ah, yes, you are. Well,
I'm
you rolled ones.
attractive.
You rolled 2 ones.
Two ones. Yes, I get to re-roll the ones.
Yep.
So
she's
those are
beautiful.
D6s.
Because she's real hot. Yeah.
She is. She's a beautiful
Your
girl.
beautiful daughter, your beautiful baby girl.
All right. So 2 6s. Correct.
Your mom just looks at you and is just like, I'm just so proud of this.
So a
All
total
right,
of
so it's
15.
1 higher. So
Do you reroll that one as
No.
well?
no.
No,
Oh,
it does
okay.
not chain. It doesn't daisy chain.
Yeah,
I was
so
hoping
that's-
to get like an extra thing.
But you did it. So
All right. So
your persuasion rank is 4.
a success restores an amount of composure equal to your persuasion rank.
Yeah. So you get 4 more. 4 composure back.
Okay.
So I believe that means you're at 5, right?
I'm trying.
No, that's a 4. So yeah, I'm at 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Yep.
you're at 5 now.
Yep.
Fine.
All righty. Got a little of the wiggle
I'm gonna
room.
end up spending so much fucking money on this piece of shit.
If
mean,
I had
blame
known I
Mace.
could mollify you from the first, I would have. It's just I wanted to get you that hitting power.
Yeah.
I mean, you can blame Mace.
I'm at Mace.
Hard to blame Harold for wanting to give a.
Yeah, we're just gonna be fucking.
All right.
It could take us 2 ranks out of that's gonna be shitty as fuck.
It'll be fine. It takes
You
a
make
faction
it
turn.
back.
It takes a faction turn for you to actually move out of a rank, and we're not going to do that for a while.
We also
And
theoretically have a reward coming to us if we do this well.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. My brain just shut off. Where the hell? There it is.
Awesome, we
All right.
win.
So.
That's how that works, right?
No, yeah, he's just Yeah, he's just gonna go. He's just gonna consider. Not consider. He's just gonna go in straight influence. And let's see what he gets.
Oh,
25.
Please, sirs, please
Yeah.
stop.
I think he took Thorsten's roles because he's not here right now. He took all the
So,
good roles.
Unfortunately, I don't think you can take enough
Nope. They
frustration
cannot,
to get rid of that. So he puts you down. Now, because you got free composure,
Mhm.
he's not taking 5 wealth from you.
Okay.
However, you're not getting away with 1.
Yeah.
So you kind of took him down, but he definitely took you down. So I think you're gonna have to spend just for the copper 3 wealth.
God fucking damn it. Okay.
that's fine.
All right, I will make a note of it. 3 wealth. All right. Yeah. So it's about what 6,000 gold dragons.
For some goddamn.
So afterwards, though, by the way, the frustration once the intrigue is done immediately disappears. Unlike wounds and injuries, they don't. Frustration doesn't carry on into other scenes. They're just. It's
We're
just
not
over.
socially maimed afterwards.
No, you're not.
Ugh, my feelings. Ugh.
Like, no, you're not. Unfortunately, Vivian, Harold fucking lived up to his reputation of being one of the most shrewd negotiators in the set. In fact, part of you wishes he was he was the fucking master of coin. Maybe the country wouldn't be in debt.
Right?
I'm not going to touch that one.
So, Lord Harold goes, well, I'll have my wagons ship that post haste. It's going to take about a week for the moving up, but if that's the deal we both agree with, sounds good with me. You haggled me down. Not a lot of people do that, but we can't always get good work. Please, you must be tired. Rest easy. My men will show you to your dinner. Dinner is this. Please, feel free to go wherever you like. Obviously, me and my family's personal apartments. Please do not go there without asking. But the rest of the Elden Hall is yours. Even if you want to see the deep root cellars underneath that my house is so famous for, I can arrange my stonemason to take you on a tour. Eat, drink, be merry, please. Welcome, thank you. You do notice the moment the deal is done, he's a lot nicer because he's like, "Cool, we've done business now."
Nymora's just confused.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
I don't know
please,
what just happened.
please, but you all must be tired. Please let not keep you standing in the hall. And he kind of claps twice, and some men in black coats come out and nod at you and this way. You also see some. There's also one woman who brings the women with her. Your apartments will be this way. Obviously not you, Vivian, but mainly Mariella, because obviously you and Tidra sleep together.
Who would think that? My God.
Yeah.
What with the number of children they have?
Yep. You are given.
Oh, God.
You are given a room. Tidric and Vivian, your room does in fact have a window. It's a nice window.
The only window in the entire hall.
The bed is nice. It looks like it's it's not as big as it's obviously not as big as your main room. But Thorsten, of course, stays behind to talk to the other maester to basically count out the coin, negotiate all that stuff, do what he's there to do. Mariella, and Henrik, you guys are each shown to your own room. It's nice. Nymora, you are shown to basically a bed in the barracks because he doesn't have any other rooms for you. Essentially, it's that this place isn't as nice as you can tell that immediately.
I don't
There's a lot
require
more-
anything fancy.
Yeah, there's a lot of finery at Field and Hall. You don't see a ton here. All right. Yep. So you're just kind of shown a place where you can stay. So yeah, you have to unfortunately. So here's the thing. I will tell you though. In a normal bargain, basically he staked the original price at 3. You tried to talk him down. He tried to talk you up, but essentially, what it kind of ended up was it kept it. The price was originally 3, right? But now it's so you didn't get a discount, but you didn't overpay.
We weren't a couple of schmucks.
No, essentially. So I know that does move you below 40, but until we have a fortune roll, you don't move out of your level. So basically, if you win this, if you finish this, you could easily end this adventure outside of above 40, right?
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
It's okay. I have some
So
more
bitter.
for how
It's
we
okay.
roll anyway.
Mama not happy.
Yeah, we're trying to steer clear. It's well, I think you did a fine job. I think
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, considering that he was rolling
Sorry.
6d6 or 7d6, yeah.
Yeah, you did good.
All right. So you guys are kind of in your own rooms for a while. You're pretty tired. It's nice to just chill and rest.
See.
You are called in for dinner. Dinner is nice. You are fed very appropriate. There isn't like a pageantry to the meal served to you, but it is good food, right?
Okay.
You've all been basically given a plate cut for you, pre-cut for you, but there is more food on the table for you are free to get, or obviously have servants get for you. So you, of course, are sat at like a kind of like a guest table. To the side, Lord Harold's table feels very empty. It's just him sitting there. The maester is sort of standing a bit farther back. He looks like he's not eating with you guys, but he has like no one sitting at his table, not his wife or his son or anybody.
Yeah, like a different table, or they just
No.
not here in the room.
Are they?
There's no one here.
That's sad.
That is.
There are like minstrels playing, so there is like music to fill the dead air.
Like
But
he
yeah,
just did that for us. Like if it was
Yeah,
just
he's
him,
just-
he would be
he's
eating
just,
alone.
like-
So sad.
essentially, yeah, it looks like.
Yeah. Lord Dover, is your wife not joining us? I was hoping to.
His
Be in touch
face
with her.
immediately becomes a mask. No, she will not.
Could I?
He saess more. If you don't worry.
oh.
Sorry, I was just getting my
Mm,
my info down.
gotcha.
Sorry, one sec.
It's hard to tell. I don't know if he's gonna like cut me off or just
Right,
stop talking.
Yeah.
Fair
Like
enough.
one of those.
Japanese.
When you start, they
On
start
the
talking again.
toe.
It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to get the info down. Where is her name? I know his son's name, but his wife's name just jumped out my head.
Mhm.
That's fine. You can spot it to us later.
We can make one up
Yeah.
and then change it. We'll,
no.
like
I
we'll
have it.
believe you.
Yeah, dang it. Yeah, I can't find it.
Spot it to us later.
Crap. Oh no. I think I hit something. Did I hit something? Oh no. My notes have disappeared.
Oh no.
Which did.
Alright, cool.
Larry!
We win the Game of Thrones. Congratulations.
Yeah, we're done. Everything, no problems. We're all
And
fine.
We are now
Credits
we are now
roll.
king.
I don't want that.
Like 6 of us are king.
Yeah.
Yes, we're very Narnia.
And of course, Miss Thorstein's not. Yeah,
We're all king.
Alright, cool. So actually I just found it too. So
Okay.
he comes, he goes, no, my wife Felice is not here.
Is that the end of that sentence? Or okay.
He looks like he's willing to.
You cut out entirely.
He's not. You can tell he's by his body language. He's not shutting off the conversation.
Okay.
But he has said his sentence.
Okay.
This is the
Oh,
end of the sentence.
Period. We're done.
yeah. I'll personally. Where is she? Is she spending time with family or?
Yes.
or
She is spending time with family.
can I?
End of sentence.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. I need to
Yeah.
add the end of sentence.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would awareness, empathy fall into this
Yes,
category, or
that is exactly what this would be.
can I roll it?
You may.
Okay. 11.
Yeah. So, what? Are you trying to figure out if he's like lying or something?
No, if like this conversation, like, because I know you said he put on his mask, but is her not being here, like, irritating fact, like the disposition I guess he feels on her
Sure.
not being here?
So-
'Cause I don't think he would.
You get so from what you know, Harold loves his wife.
Yeah.
The way Harold could love someone, but yeah, you get the feeling he is upset that she's not here. You're not sure what the direction of that upsetness is, like if he's upset with her or something else. But he is not clearly. He's pretty guarded, but to you, he seems very alone. And there is there's some reason why his wife is, and it is upsetting him.
Okay.
Yeah, just you feel like he feels lonely. He hides it well because he's just like eating, but like there is a moment in his eye where he's just like thinking about maybe her. But yeah, he'll just sort of continue like, yes, she's with her mother, and she's taken the children with her as well, and Walton decided to go with her.
I can understand that. Coming here for business is all necessary and good, but I just left my Tisea, who is 8 years old. I left her behind. It's always heartbreaking to see them go.
Yes. Well, and he just kind of like cuts his meat.
Okay.
Yeah. And he actually looks like a little, like he breathes hard out of his nose, and he goes down with Maester kind of come in and like begin speaking very quietly to him, and you don't know if what he's saying is making him making it better, but it's doing something.
Oh, I so want to hear what it is, but I doubt I would be able to.
No, we can't.
You could try and roll awareness.
I could try. I'm not. I won't
Unfortunately,
succeed.
Clarissa's not here.
I know.
The god of this.
We miss her so much.
Should have sent Nymora into the town.
Deal with it, okay?
Yes.
Yeah,
Here for shits and giggles. Nope.
Unfortunately, no.
I
would
anticipated not being able
it would
to.
be a challenging 12.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Difficult 12.
I don't even have a chance.
You have no clue what he's saying.
That's fine.
So
Would,
we're just gonna get nothing, and Clarissa's gonna
I
get
mean, you can
everything
keep-
from the
you
other
can
side
try
of the
and-
conversation.
Thorsten!
You can try
I
and
want
talk to him.
Thorsten to chat up this
Can
maester
can
so
I
bad.
what would be the thing? Would it be awareness? Would it be awareness to try and figure out, because like Nymora, I feel like probably knows what like marital issues look like.
Sure. Uh-huh.
Would it be an awareness roll to see?
Yeah,
if-
awareness,
if-
empathy, for sure. That would
Okay,
100% be what
I
it
don't.
is.
I don't have empathy, so I just
But just awareness.
just awareness. I only have a 2, but so it's going to be garbage. But
You can do it. There's a
yeah,
chance.
6.
6. Yeah. You have no idea what this dude's doing.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm frustrated.
it's hard to read him. You're kind of just getting distracted because he looks almost identical to a vulture. Like you're watching, he's got kind of crooked neck and he has a waddle center of his neck like a vulture would have, and it's just like, oh my god, this guy is 100. Like some people, it's like I don't know if that nickname is maybe a little like some people's nicknames can get a little out of that.
Yeah.
His is in too dead on, and it's just fascinating.
Her
I'm
in
trying to
her
read
head,
him.
she's
Yeah.
just thinking. It's just like, does he know? Does he know that this is what people call him? Does he want this? Is this fine? Is he okay with it?
Should I say it? Should I not say it?
Yeah, that's how I should be addressing. Should I be addressing him? I'm just
How-
going.
Mhm.
I'm just going to not pay attention to
God
this.
damn it.
I wonder where Clarissa is.
Mhm. All right. So, speaking of that, we will actually quickly. Actually, who wants to? Does anyone want to like strike up a conversation with Harold? Because this is one of the times you can.
For sure, I'd like to keep trying.
Sure. What do you say to him? We can just keep role playing this out.
Yeah.
Does Teedrick say anything?
Teedrick understands that his wife is rather annoyed and is gonna
Past it.
focus on his food and talking with Thorsten.
We're past it.
That frustration goes away after after.
Yeah, that was a couple hours ago.
Past it. Got to sleep. Got to
She's had a
come
nap.
back. New dress on. We're back.
Mhm.
God, I just
Lord Harold did not change for dinner. by the way.
Right.
Oh, fuck, of course he.
Fuck. I want to keep talking about his family because I feel
Sure.
like.
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Awareness to listen in.
I hope it.
I
Because
mean,
it's
you
not.
can hear this conversation. You're right there.
Yeah, I'm not. Is it making? Is he like getting? Is he receding into his bird self as I?
Why don't you ask
His neck
questions?
goes in.
Like a chicken
Okay.
sinking into its own feathers.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, sure. It's like, why did you? Sorry, I guess I should ask. He mentioned. Was that his son that he mentioned? Do I know? That?
Yeah, well, he said Walton decided to.
Walton is.
That's his son, right?
Yeah, Sir. Technically,
Okay.
it would be Sir Walton. Yeah, that's
Sir
his. That's his.
Walton.
That's the one
Gotcha.
that we
Sir
knew
Walton
about
is
from
Sir Walton is
Joystick.
the hot one, right?
Yeah, he's the hot one.
Gotcha.
He's the, how the fuck did that come out of Harold Dulver?
He looks like the lion part of the family as opposed to
Yeah.
the.
The vulture.
The vulture part of the family. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm writing notes.
Yeah, Sir Walton Dulver.
All right. Why did so Walton go with Elite to visit Venla?
You definitely immediately see at that he kind of like goes a little still,
Mm-hmm.
and you might have just tread on something.
Right.
And he leans down. You see, and he just sort of nods and leans back and goes.
Could I try
Walton
to?
and I. He goes. Walton and I have always had many disagreements,
Mhm.
especially on religion. I understand you got away from your family.
Yes, I heard and I'll try to like sway like unfortunate news of my father and yours no longer lasting.
There he goes. He shrugs. He goes, never meant to offend them. I think some men try very hard to be offended.
We can both agree on that. My father has never had a habit of separating the seven from, and I think he takes insults to both when someone's mentioning in a conversation.
He nods. He nods. He goes like, well, at least we can. He kind of nods and do. He goes. Then he'll just say like, Lord Tedrick.
Yes, Lord Dover.
How goes the poppy business?
It's going very well.
I've heard. Good harvest this year?
A very good harvest indeed.
Always nice to hear.
Yes. How's about your businesses? How do they go?
Good. Very good. Very fine. Actually, just bought up near Fair. Oh yeah, sir. He goes, good, very good. Just bought some land up in Fairmarket. Built a tower out there. My second son's out there cultivating it.
Ah, very nice.
Good find. Some other land I'm definitely like to have, but well. And you see the maester lean in and begin to talk to him again, and he nods.
I am gonna try and listen in on this without listening in.
I know it's not possible. I should have
You
probably
can try.
let's-
Both of y'all will roll awareness.
Clarissa and I should have probably switched places.
Oh,
The
TJ!
Tedrick got like a fucking.
Vivienne!
Let's go, guys.
Where was
The DC was 15.
this?
So both of you overhear this. It's very difficult, but you focus all of your power. Everything falls away. But only in this conversation. And he just says, I think it need not be their business, Lord Harold. The Tullisons we both know does.
What?
Would they both know don't desert. It goes.
This bitch whispering in his ear.
I would ask again to employ you to reconsider. And he just goes, I'm eating. And he just but I'm eating. But he goes, I'm eating, but I will.
Pretty much F off.
Well, he goes, I'm eating, but then he says, I will.
Who
He
is this bitch?
Goes in.
Oh,
I will say, Vivienne, you knew the Maester of House Dulver. This not that guy.
this is not it.
This is a different guy.
Who's this slipping in, messing up my dealings? Whispering in his ear like a snake.
Do we know who the Maester of House the Tullisons is?
I don't know if they even have a maester.
Do they have a Maester
I have notes on that. Let's see.
somewhere?
Really saying no.
I know exactly where it is. Hold on, let me look. House Tullison. Do they have a Maester? You bet they do. Maester.
But that's not this guy, right?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, no. I mean, you don't know this guy's name. He's yet to be introduced.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I,
You want to say something?
yeah. I want to be introduced to this dude whispering in his ear. Because he was whispering when we were talking, and I'm trying to... Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, it seems like he's the only guy anywhere near Harold.
Yes.
This is my brother, Thorsten. He is our maester.
Your brother became a maester, huh?
Yes,
Secondborn, huh?
yes, indeed.
Well, good. He just kind of nods, oh, very rude of me. Apologies. This is my maester, Faustin. The House Weirlight, of course. He goes, Charmed, I wanted to introduce myself earlier, but I don't believe.
I understand formalities and all that.
He nods. He goes, "Thank you. You're very gracious for. Thank you so much." And he kind of then just like steps back a little bit.
Slightly random question. This might be more of a Thorsten thing than a me.
Sure.
But would I be able to figure out, like, can I see his chains and, like, kind of identify, like, the general metal?
Yeah, I
on
think
it?
that's more of a Thorsten thing.
Yeah.
You could try.
Sure, I can try. What
It would
I
be
roll?
knowledge education.
Where the hell is Thorsten?
While she makes that
He is
roll,
at work.
because I'm not
Nope.
sure of like proper. I'll wait till you give
You
me
really,
the
you don't
results.
know.
Yeah.
You recognize
I-
someone Thorsten's.
Yeah, I figure if anything, I'm a little further down the table so I don't get, like, the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the best bite. But Vivian, you were saying.
Yeah, because I think I answered my own question because I know I have a lot of lady liberties in my household because my husband respects my opinion and that I have a brain. But I'm not sure how that else is in the Western. So I will lean over to Tedric and try to whisper so Mr. Weird Maester Boy don't hear me.
You can try.
Perhaps you could suggest that Thorsten and his maester go begin finalizing the missions. So we don't overstay our welcome. Maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
I do thank you for this dinner very much. Maybe if you wouldn't mind finalizing all the paperwork and whatnot, we could be on our way as soon as we can.
Goes. It's already being finalized. We've already our maesters talk. It's being sent on. Talk to the right people. It's going to take to organize.
How long?
Of course, a week.
A week.
That
Mhm.
was
Of course, you're
right
free
out
to
of
stay
my
that whole time.
Thank you very much.
Of course. I want to see a deal done and correct. Anything comes up, we can discuss.
Of course. Well, it's been a long travel for me and my lady this
Of
day.
course.
So I feel that we should retire to our
Mhm.
rooms.
Well, if you need anything, you have bells in your room. Someone will come and fetch whatever you like.
Thank you.
And of course, if you want any tours of the famous root halls, I can arrange it.
Ignore that.
You are very gracious.
Very
Yes.
proud of these root holes.
really is.
Well,
You mentioned
it's
them a
super
lot.
famous. It's filled with everything in the world. Like it's one of the 8 wonders of West.
Does he give the
Oh,
tours
jeez.
himself, or is
No, he says
it-
his stonemason will.
Yeah, no.
Gotcha.
He would arrange it, but would not be the
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean,
guide.
I just wanted to ask in case it's
Yeah.
something like.
He
these
he
lines.
said his
I'm super
stonemason
proud.
will gladly show you around.
Okay.
I mean, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I would love to see it. I'm just trying to separate.
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
He goes, well, if you're all retiring, I think I'm done myself. You all have a good night. He stands up and bows to all of you and walks
I
away.
will
And
stand up
his
and bow as well.
yeah, and then his maester just follows very closely.
Would we have a rough idea of how long it would have taken Clarissa to get over to
Uh,
the other hall?
she'll be back before you have to.
No. Like theoretically, if we wanted to like send ravens, like informing our household, like one to the household and possibly sneak one the fuck over to like Clarissa.
Right, but there's no guarantee that you can't send a raven person. You
Yeah,
send
no,
it to
no,
an area.
to the house. Yeah,
Yeah, you can send it to the Tullisons.
yeah. Which is why I'm wondering. It's like, would we be able to possibly like send a raven a to the house to confirm and like make sure like we can receive all of that and all the junk
Well,
and
Thorsten
stuff.
already sent one. Like he's
Okay.
that you guys
That was part
that's
of the
all being taken
finalization.
care of.
Got
That's to the store.
Okay.
Right? Like the copper deal is
Yeah.
the dip. That's all taken care of.
But what I was saying is like maybe at the same time if that hadn't already been done, it's like maybe at the same time send off a second raven over to the Tullison house if we knew Clarissa was possibly staying there for the night and coming
Mhm.
back.
Sure.
It's like so then we can be like, hey, do they have any freaking clue who the hell this Maester dude is?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. Well, actually, think of that. Why don't we take a break, and then when we get back, we'll come fully force at Clarissa. So we have like a little 15-minute break, and we will see you guys in a bit.